Let's talk about measuring circumference, but leaving your final answer in a slightly different form than you're accustomed to. Typically, we would use the pi key on the calculator whenever using the circumference formula. However, there are times when we will take pi, the symbol for pi, and leave it embedded in the answer, like you see here, 20 pi centimeters. We don't put an actual value in for pi. We leave the answer in pi form. It's an easier way of managing a number like pi, and you just express their circumference as 20 pi centimeters around the circle. It's a very easy way to manage pi. You should be on page 6 of your circle packet, and we're going to calculate circumference today, and we are going to leave your answer in what is called pi form. This is where we take the pi symbol and leave it embedded in the answer instead of using the pi key on the calculator. It's a very simple way of calculating circumference. Let's take a look at our first circle. Anytime you get a circle, you should write little r, little d under the circle. We need to think about our radius and diameter length for this particular circle. As you can see, you're given a diameter length of 8. It goes from side to side, traveling through the middle. We can see that if we cut this diameter in half, the radius length is 4. So let's record that underneath our circle. If 8 centimeters represents your diameter length, as we cut that in half or divide by 2, we get a radius of 4. And it's actually the radius length that we need for the formula. So let's record the formula next to the circle. Step 1, C equals pi times 2 times r. Step 2, let's substitute that 4-meter measurement in for the radius. C equals pi symbol times 2 times 4. Now, we're not going to use the pi key on the calculator. All we're going to do is multiply 2 times 4. Clean up the problem a bit, and 2 times 4 is 8 pi, or 8 times pi, meters. That's it. You're done. You do not have to continue along, and you do not have to use the pi key on the calculator. We simply express the circumference with 8 pi meters, and that's it. Very simple. Go to problem number 2. Under that circle, write little r, little d. In this case, we're given a radius of 6 inches. To figure out the diameter length, we multiply by 2. We know the diameter is 12. Now we're ready to do the 3-step process to calculate the circumference in pi form. Step 1, write the formula. C equals pi times 2 times r. Let's substitute for the r. Pi times 2, and our radius is, of course, 6. Now, it's a matter of housekeeping. Let's simply multiply 2 times 6. 2 times 6 is 12, and we're going to write 12 pi, or 12 times pi, inches. That represents the circumference around the circle in pi form, meaning we're leaving the pi symbol embedded in the answer. Continue down the page, and under each circle, write little r, little d. And for each of these problems, you're going to complete the 3-step process to calculate the circumference in pi form. When you're done, you can check your answer with the answer key posted in the room. That completes page 6 of the circle packet. Make sure you complete the 3-step process for each and leave your answer in pi form.